So the next day, I tell my friend, like, okay, we're gonna pray, and then we're gonna meditate, and the first answer that we get, we're gonna do. So I start praying, and I'm like, creator of the universe, most powerful, that has made all living things, please give me a message. Do you want me to go or do you want me to stay? What is my purpose? Is my purpose to go, to leave? And then I meditate and I get that, like, go, like, get out. And I get my friend, I'm like, look, this is what I got. And she says she feel like she got the same thing. So we wait till like around the evening and where everyone's usually asleep. We wake up Madani. I mean, not Madani. I was scared of Madani. Wake up Nathan and we bring him to the bathroom because that's the only room that we could go besides the living room. And we bring him and we're like, we feel like we've learned enough and we feel like we can do this on our own now. And we are going to go to my dad's property because it's in nature and I feel like I'll be more connected. And, and then he's like, are you sure? And this is really what you want to do? And I'm like, we're just like, yes, this is what we want to do. This is what we feel like we should do. And then he's like, all right, I have to tell the rest of them. And I'm like, oh, great. So he goes and we're standing like in the foyer. And he's like, well, they've decided that they're going to go. And everybody turns and looks at us and is like, wow, like looking at us like, you are disgusting. We can't believe you. And then my ex is like, oh yeah, she wanted to use my car. And then his mom's over here laughing and like, our car? Are you kidding me? You're gonna have to find your own way home. I'm like, okay. And then they're just like, are you sure you want to do this? Because once you leave, you're out. Like, this is it, and don't try to come back. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. I have a plan, don't worry. We'll be all right. And my mom has sent a letter with my dad, and I took the letter, and then we went out. And Nathan's like, wait, first go call whoever you're gonna call. Go to the office and use the phone. So I'm like, all right. But he wouldn't let my friend leave with me. He's like, no, she can stay here while you go. You just go. And mind you, I don't have any shoes or anything. Like, we throw out everything. So I'm barefoot. And I'm like, my friend's like, hurry up. And I ran down the stairs into the office. I was so exhausted. It's like my legs were shaking from not eating for so long and not literally just sitting there doing nothing but sleeping and nothing. Then I go to the office, I call my mom, and I'm like, all right, I am about to leave. I need you to give me your friend's number because I remembered my mom had a friend in North Carolina and that was my plan. We were gonna go Walmart because I knew that was close. I was gonna get a prepaid phone and I was gonna call my mom's friend and I was gonna ask her to pick us up. So she gives me the number. I run back and we leave, and Nathan's just, all of them are just like, just know that Yahweh has let you go, has abandoned you by leaving today. And we were like, okay, bye. And and then we go to Walmart. He actually told us where Walmart was and how to get there through the woods. There was like a little path. It was like about 10 minutes from the house. We walk in, it was a lot of clay. I remember it was moist. We had no shoes. We go to Walmart and we're getting all these weird looks. Mind you, we have like an all-white gown on. We stink because I'm sure we haven't even had a shower or brushed our teeth or done any hygiene whatsoever. And we go to Walmart. We get I get a phone, we get some shoes, and I activate my phone. I text my mom's friend. I send her the address of Whole Foods because that's where I was planning on going to eat my first meal since I've been on this fast for 15 days or more. Then I get a cab, I call a cab, and we go to Whole Foods. I remember we were walking around, we're getting all these weird looks. People are asking us questions like, what do you believe in? This couple comes up to us, and I remember the husband's like, I can just see that you are in a satanic group. And he just looks me in the eye and he's like, your eyes are so glossy and you need to repent from whatever you're in. You need to change your ways. And that was so scary. Like, I'm just like, I was taken aback. I'm like, what the heck? Like, that's crazy how they knew, like, how messed up we were right at that moment because of everything we had been through for the last month. And then our friend picks us up and she takes us to her house, and then my dad comes and picks us up the next day, and then I'm over here reactivating my Facebook, trying to find my ex's brother to hopefully pick up him and his sister. I was hoping, it was more for his sister, but I was hoping that he would come too, but I knew he probably wouldn't if his mom didn't come because that's the kind of person that he is. He is going to stay there to protect her. So I don't find him. I go to the next door neighbors that were the neighbors of their house. And I asked them, like, is there any chance that you have so-and-so's phone number? And by a miracle, they had his phone number. And I was so thankful and relieved. And I call him up and I tell him everything that has been going on. I'm like, look, this is the address. Go pick them up. Please, please pick them up. It's crazy. I don't know what the hell is going on over there, but this is crazy and it's ridiculous. It's gotten way out of hand. There's kids involved. I don't know how to get in contact with their parents. I'm just like, please. So he goes, he picks up his sister up, and when she comes back, I talk to her, and I'm like, like, it's probably been like a week later, and I'm like, what's happened since I left? Like, were you guys still fasting? Have you eaten anything? How are the kids? Like, I'm over here like worried. And then she's like, no, actually, right after you left, we started eating again. and I'm like, really? Like, yeah, we went to the store and we got some supplies and we ate. And I was like, okay, all right. So that was a sigh of relief, and I was like, okay, so does that mean like that they're done doing that? She's like, yeah, I mean, there was a big scene. The police came because my brother was trying to take me away. So I'm like, okay, so the police was involved, so they must know that some crazy stuff is going on over there. I'm like, okay. So I just got relief, and I was just like, all right, so it's not in my hands anymore. Everything's gonna be fine. They're eating. As long as they're eating, it's okay. As long as they're eating. And then I just moved on with my life. I went to school. I became a dental assistant. I just graduated a year ago. I am getting married to an amazing man, and life has gotten better for me. But I'm very, very saddened because in October, I found out what happened. A detective called me and told me what happened, and I cannot believe it. I did not ever think it would be like that. I am so heartbroken. I don't even have words. Those girls did not deserve it. They were the most sweetest, genuine, loving girls. Always hugging me, always just giving me affection, and like so kind and kind-hearted. And it's really, really sad. I don't know. Like, I thought about trying to get in contact with somebody, but I didn't even know their names. I just knew their by their fake names, which I don't even remember them. And I didn't even know who Nashika Bramble was till I got there. I had no, I don't know where she was from. I don't know where. Um, and it's just crazy. I can't believe this. But now that everything has happened, I feel like I finally have closure, because I always wondered what happened. I always thought about them, and I prayed that everybody would be okay, and you know, as long as they were eating, it was okay. You know, I never in a million years imagined that this would happen. And I'm like, how the hell did they get from North Carolina to Colorado? That's what I would like to know. Like, how do you go from there, and how do you go in a car without any insurance? How does it, like, how do you travel around the world and nobody, like, gets any, nobody calls the police on you? Like, I don't understand it. I I'm glad that Madani and Nathan are in jail. Madani is definitely the leader. And for those other people, I'm sad that they got involved in this situation. They really used that we were depressed. I feel like, you can really convince anybody when they're depressed. Somehow, if you're trying to fill your void, it just made sense for us. And that's how they used it. And it's like, all the times that I talked to Nathan and I opened up myself, and he knew so much about me, and he just used it against me in the end. And it was just horrible. Like, I can't believe that I went through that. I can't believe that I did not eat, and I can't believe I didn't, like, even was able to use the bathroom, and for 15 days. Like, that is crazy. And I'm so, just so sad.